everyone, this is Crystal, and today I wanted to share with you the supplies that I'll be using for my February daily journal. Of course, I will be starting with my own kit. This is the attached kit. I have it printed both on white sticker paper and on clear sticker paper because I like to have the variety when I'm working in my journal. When I am creating little clusters and layering things, it's nice to have the option to use either the white background or the clear background. So that is kind of the foundation of my February, I guess it's a kit. I guess we'll call it a kit. I don't know. Julie calls hers a capsule. I think that's kind of cute. But whatever you want to call it, it's the kind of shrunken down pool of supplies that I'll be pulling from for the month. I do this pretty much every month, even though I don't share it here, just because it's so overwhelming to pull from a huge stash, right? Like I have stamps and stickers and die cuts from nearly 20 years of scrapbooking that I still have on hand. So it's nice to have kind of a smaller group of things, to not be overwhelmed and to know that everything kind of works together. So starting with my attached kit, I then decided to go ahead and pull in a few sheets from the Cat Collage Club. I thought that even though they're obviously different color palettes, there's a lot of overlap here, that kind of purpley tones, the orangey tones, and there's some of this kind of blue color in here. There is some overlap, and I feel like I can make them work together instead of having to work with them separately. So that is my plan. I printed out 3 of the sheets from this month on clear sticker paper. The other ones just I didn't feel like I would really use. So this is what I'm going to be working with this month. And then to go with all of this, I also pulled some things from my stash. So I have them stored in this little envelope, and I'm not going to go through all of it, but I will dump them out here so you can see. The goal here, when I was going through my die cuts and stickers and all of that, was just to find things that worked with the color palette, of course, but also that I thought would work with the time of year and the things I have planned for the month. And then also to pull some more just basic things that will work with layering, right? Like just some regular tags and stickers that will work with kind of in the background behind some of these stickers. And then I also pulled these 2 sticker sheets from this shop. I'm not gonna butcher that name. So this is the shop. Love their stickers. I thought these 2 worked really well with the color palette as well, so I went ahead and put those in this envelope. And I will just pull from here as needed, right? As I see a spot for them. Where these come from a huge variety of places. Some of these are just from Amazon sticker sets. Some of these are printables from Studio Calico from years past when they had digital kits. Some of these are from Citrus Twist kits, from, let's see, I don't even know. Chris Isaacs, or what used to be Humble and Create. Those are printables as well. I think this was from an old Project Life kit, maybe. Some of these are cut aparts from scrapbooking papers, just literally everywhere, right? They have come from everywhere, and they are now living in my stash, and so I pull them and I use them when I can. So this is kind of my extra little bunch of stickers and things. Oh, I just shook the table really bad. Sorry about that. This is kind of my extras for the month. And like I said, I store them in this envelope so that they are easy to get to. And then I also pulled some alpha stickers because I am trying to use up these alphas. I've had them for so long. This is Basic Gray. That should tell you, if you know scrapbooking brands, that should tell you how old these are. And this is a brand new sheet. I had several of these, so it's time to use them. And there is lots of this kind of dark purple color in this kit, so I thought now is the time. Let's use them up. This is a pink for Studio alpha from an old kit, and then Citrus Twist. There's very few left here that I feel like I should just use those up and get rid of them. And these are puffy stickers, but because I'm working in a binder, it doesn't bother me. I can use kind of more dimensional things, and oh, the glare is so bad there, sorry. I can use more dimensional things, and it doesn't cause a problem for my journal. So I pulled those as well. And then I also pulled some washies. I obviously have the washi strip page in my own kit, so I'll definitely be using that, but I wanted just a few others that were kind of more plain or neutral that would work in the background. So I grabbed this one. This is an old Studio Calico washi tape. These two grid washi tapes, I think they're just from Amazon, again in colors that work with the kit. And then this kind of pink tape measure one from Illustrated Faith. So that is what I have for extra washi tapes. And then of course inks. So I went through all of my little ink cubes and pulled these, let's see, 6 ink cubes to go with the kit. So we have Tea Berry from the Stamp Market, Pacific from the Stamp Market, Regal Kiss from Pinkfish Studios, Peach Fuzz from Pinkfish Studio, and Papaya from the Stamp Market, and then Aquamarine from Pinkfish Studio. And then as neutrals, I have Cup of Joe and Soft Brown. These are both Hero Arts inks as well. And I tested all these out, and they work really well with both of these kits. So I think this will be nice to have just kind of out and separate from my other stamps, so I don't have to pull the whole thing each time I want to make a page. And then finally, I pulled a couple stamps, not a lot. I have most of my stamps organized really well. They're right behind me, like right back here, right behind my shoulders on my shelves in bins, organized by kind of topic. All the 4x6 and smaller stamps are stored that way. But the containers that I'm using don't fit 6x8 stamps. So I have those in a separate container, and I often forget to go look and see what's there. I don't have a lot of 6x8 stamps, so I don't have them like organized very well. So yeah, I forget what's there. So I decided to grab a couple 6x8 stamps so that I will try to remember to use them. So I have this number set from Citrus Twist Kits. This is what I'll use to number the days for each day. And then I did also pull a 4x6 stamp from Studio Calico for the actual day name that I'll use with this on each day, whether it's a daily or a weekly spread. And then a couple 6x8 stamp sets. This one is Heidi Swap, just called Labels. This was definitely inspired by Julie of Plan to Create and her home bases, as she calls them. So I thought that would be fun to try out. And then this one, which is also Studio Calico, I believe. I don't have it labeled. There's a whole story behind my stamp organization and how it got to the mess that it's in right now that I will share with you one of these days, I promise. It is a cautionary tale. Let me just say that. Okay, so this is, I'm pretty sure, Studio Calico. I thought it would be fun. It's got some kind of home bases, as Julie calls them, as well, and then just things that I thought would work well with kind of the vibe of the kit. So I've barely used this. I'd like to try and use it more, so that's why I added it to the kit. So that is what I'm using. I have them stored in this tray. It's just a white tray I got years ago from Target. It slides into the shelves behind me very easily, so I can just pull this out and choose from what I have already set aside here. So that is the plan. That is what I'll be using for February. And my goal is to share a lot more process videos this month, so stick around. And if you don't see them from me, hold me to it. Remind me that I promised you more process videos. So that is the plan. This is what I'll be using, and I hope you'll join me. If you have any questions about anything that I've shared here, just let me know. Other than these two main kits, a lot of this is not going to be available anymore. But if you have questions, let me know, and I will do my best to answer them for you. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you back here soon.